When it comes to strength training, for a lot of us as cyclists, as triathletes, our time moving into the season or high ride or high training volume season of the summer means that we're going to have less and less time available in order to accomplish our strength training. However, as you've already learned here on the Human Vortex Training channel, because you have liked and subscribed down below and hit the bell icon, you already know that cutting out strength training in the middle of the season is kind of like getting ready for your big race by stopping riding of your bike for the last 2 to 3 months before. Today we're going to go over a simple change to take a band pull apart to make it far more effective full body to help you build stability, build strength, and build endurance at your shoulders to allow you to swim, bike, run, and crush it out on course. When it comes to the band pull apart, which we've discussed here previously, and you can check out if you haven't seen the standing band pull apart in the link up above, we really need to think about how we can progress this exercise to help us get more out of it. Now there's a couple different variations that we can move to. Today what we're going to do is we're going to focus on the half kneeling variation of this, and what this is going to do is allow us to build better posture, better breathing patterns, better ability to open up the hip flexors, and also get us better hip mobility and even thoracic extension. Now, one of the things that you can do if you're looking to learn more about your strength training is you can pick up a copy of my book, The Vortex Method, available on Kindle or in paperback on Amazon.com. It'll teach you all the systems and teach you why, when, and how we would progress you from the standing band pull apart to the one we're doing today. Now, the best part about this exercise, as you can see here, we're still in lockdown, Corona 2020, woohoo! This means we don't have access to a full gym. We just have what we have here at home. So what we're going to do is show you the half kneeling band pull apart, which even if we were in the gym, this is still going to be the next step as we go through. Now there's a couple different things that we want to think about as we go through this. The first is we want to be in the half kneeling position. So in the half kneeling position, a mistake a lot of people make is they deactivate the glutes and the posterior chain by pointing the toes behind them. I have my shoes off here. If you're at home, obviously you can do this with your shoes on, that's okay. We want to try and dig those toes so that we're able to fire the glute, almost like we're getting ready for a sprint. Now you're going to notice my foot is just shy of 90 degrees in the front. So I'm activating the hamstring on my opposite side as well as my glute and allowing the bottom of the foot to engage with the floor. This is really important. Now a mistake that a lot of cyclists, triathletes, and general gym goers will make is they're going to take this foot all the way out here where it's not square with the hip. Now when you come in and you're actually square with the hip, this is going to make it very much a balance exercise as well. So this is going to really tell us if things are really messed up and we need to go back to the standing variation and maybe even go through a movement assessment to figure out what you actually need. And by the way, the answer to this is if you lose your stability here, it doesn't mean that you should be doing unbalanced exercises. So keep that in mind. As we go through, you're going to have that knee down on the ground. We're going to fire the glute by pushing the back toe in. So notice it's active as we talked about. In this position, we want to have the ear, the shoulder, the hip, and the knee of the down leg should be in a straight line. Now, what I'd like for you to do is pretend like you have, for me, I'm a Scotch drinker, so let's say you have a Macallan 25 on the top of your head, and also you have one on a, let's call it a shelf that's glued to your chest. So we don't want to dump those out one way or the other. We want to keep the ribs down, the chin tucked as we go through our exercise. Now, as you go through this, we're going to activate, we're going to fire. You're going to feel that hip flexor, if it's tight, wanting to disengage. It's going to want to stretch a little bit. Fight the urge to arch your back. We want to keep the ribs down. Again, full 360 abs are active. We're going to keep the chin tucked. Glute is active. And I'm just going to take, and I'm rotating my arm. My shoulder blade is staying still. So I'm not slamming the shoulder blades back and together. So just to show you what it would look like here, I am not taking my shoulder blades and slamming them back together. I'm rotating the ball and socket in the socket around. So we're staying nice and controlled and able to maintain. Now rotating and thinking about rotating that ball in the socket is very important. What a lot of triathletes do is they like to slam those shoulder blades back and together, but you're not actually building stability in the right way for that shoulder. You're just moving that shoulder blade in and out, and that can cause more issues, especially if you're tight in the anterior shoulder, the front of the shoulder. So just make sure, again, engage, brace, chin tucked, rotate about. And this is a fantastic way. I'm firing 360-degree core. I'm working on my posture. I'm working on my breathing as well. This is an absolutely fantastic exercise if you're looking for a time-crunched variation, or if you are now mastering the standing band pull apart and want to make it a little bit more challenging. So check this out. If you found this to be useful, please make sure you are subscribing and liking the video. Make sure you hit that bell icon so you become alerted every time we release a new video. And as I mentioned, if you're looking to learn more about strength training or strength training for cycling in specific, you can pick up my new book available on Kindle, The Vortex Method, on paperback and Kindle, soon to come on Audible as well, as soon as that's done editing. So until next time, remember, train smarter, not harder, because it is all about you.